All right, ladies and gentlemen, with Fable 5 being back in the scene right now, it's not gonna be there for long, but yeah, in this video I'm just gonna show you how we could not rely on Fable 5, but for now we can also leverage Fable 5. I'm gonna walk you through exactly how we could get the most out of our tokens using two AIs. We're gonna be mainly using Claude and we're gonna be using Codex to basically get longer sessions of work and we can get more and higher output. So the basically what's been happening right now in the space ever since Sonnet 5.0 has dropped, it kind of really fucked Opus 4.8, and it just came to show that Opus 4.8 isn't really as good anymore. Well, the reason behind that is because Sonnet 5.0 operates at very much lesser credits, and I've tried it myself. I personally didn't find, I'm talking about it in the info space mainly. There isn't really much use for AI except for integrations and except for designing portals and dashboards and everything, and you know the CRMs as well. And then we have the what's it called, the onboarding forms and all that cool stuff that comes, you know, the flashy business that makes you charge people $5,000, $10,000 up front. So pretty much all I can tell you is that right now in this space we can just basically combine both at the same time. I don't know, you probably might have seen it in the previous video, but me showing you exactly how you can integrate Codex into your own terminal, where it can basically fire off using. So basically how it works is that Claude will become your brain and Codex will become your brawn, where Codex just applies the code and Claude just basically builds, thinks like thoroughly and deeply without wasting your credits too much. So I'm not sure using credits, but however, a pro plan would be very sufficient for this case. So we could use pro plan, or you could just even use 5.5. Now, what do you really, the realistic use of code of here that we're going to be using is that for code, or we all going to be using is that we're going to let code, or we're going to be letting these coding agents basically build systems around what we want to do, so that after these systems have been built locally, because we're going to go ahead and create a folder on desktop. So I'm going to show you right now. We're going to go ahead and create on my desktop. I'm just going to click folder and I'm going to show this. Hold on. So this new folder in here, focus on this one, please. You're going to go ahead and just say whatever business you have, right? Or whatever dashboard or portfolio, whatever. You're going to use this, and then you're going to go ahead and head over to Claude. You're going to hit new session, and then you're just going to change from here. Basically, you're going to go ahead, open folder, and select the one that you have on the desktop, so that this way now it's working locally and natively. And then afterwards, I've also shown this in the previous video, I'm recording this at the same time as well, is that you're going to go ahead and open your terminal, install this shit, right? Install the OpenAI Codex plugin. Sorry, first you're going to look for it, and then you're going to install it with these two. Very simple stuff. Open your terminal and hit Claude. Obviously, I hope you're able to like navigate through the terminal. It's not that hard. It doesn't seem so complicated, and it's not intimidating, so I can assure you. After you do all that stuff, you're going to go ahead and get on with the work. So what the work really entails, as a creator, your main pain point is just going to be finding better ideas, finding better new content, or just replicating same ideas that goes on and on and on and on. So you basically have a unique mechanism. You need to first of all use Claude to help make him help you establish a unique mechanism. So a unique mechanism is obviously, it comes within the offer, and it's something that you're able to achieve, right? It could be whatever the fuck, but you just maybe adding a little bit of a difference inside of that unique mechanism than anybody else, right? If somebody uses hybrid trading, you basically use hybrid AI trading, right? Where you use some specific very little AI integrations into your trading and into your strategy, and that's it. Now you own it, you coin it, it's yours. And basically you help it walk you through a questionnaire. So every single time you want to create something with AI, all you're going to be doing is that you're going to be building your own empire in here. So how that will work, I'll go on YouTube, and then I'm just gonna write, let's say for example, content ideas. So the best content ideas comes from what's actually out there, what your competitors are already doing, right? I can pull a couple examples in here. Give me a second, I'll pull a couple examples. All right, so back again, here's exactly what you're going to be looking for. So this is a formula you basically, after a lot of research, you kind of develop, and you can feel free to take it from here. It's basically what works and what's the what the established ones are doing right now. This is kind of the thing that you want to be aiming towards. You don't want to go freestyle the title. You don't want to freestyle the packaging of the video at all. So the best way to find best competitors in the space is by just mainly going ahead and using this formula that I'm literally showing you right now. Go ahead, copy this and put it into your folder. Tell Claude to basically go ahead and just crank up with this shit, and you can go ahead and just, you know, start running this shit. So if it's very niche dependent, use keywords that are very familiar in your niche. So if you're in ecom, you're in drop shipping, you're in trading, you just use relevant keywords in there and just follow the formula, right? Just follow the formula, you'll be able to get it. So I've pulled a couple of videos in here. These videos basically go over a couple of people. Here's one in trading, how I made 16.6, you know, it's a very specific numerical value. And then you have day trading in 2 minutes, and it's an A++ setup, whatever. So you look at this video, you see exactly what they're doing, and then you just copy that. Okay, maybe this is not a good idea. Maybe if you don't like this, you go ahead and you just find other people in the space that are doing the same stuff, but with more detail, so you know what you're actually going to be building. Second one is the only strategy. This is also in trading, as you can see. This one is built with PowerPoint. You don't really need to do much like that. You can just literally let Claude do this for you. Watch this video and you can get an understanding of what you're actually looking for. And the best thing about these videos is that you always need to take the transcript of these videos and tell it to analyze it for you. So you need to analyze which part do they pitch, which part do they CTA, mid video CTA, and what's the intro like, and what's the how they end the video. And best thing to also pay attention to is the bio, the description, and look if they have a landing page or not. So as you can see, this woman doesn't have any landing page. The only one is just like a straight WAP checkout, and I think this one is a subscription, like a low ticket subscription. And then this one is in the AI drop shipping space. Obviously pretty big video, but this input is pretty good and it printed for him, so you can go ahead and just take the same title, find it, you will sort by upload date. You'll find people that just uploaded the same kind of video but recently, and those videos are also good, but they're not printing just yet. However, you need to always find an anchor, right? An anchor star in your niche. You go ahead and find that, and then boom, there you go. Like I said, take the transcript of these videos and determine with these key factors of like each stage of the video. When do they CTA, and what are they really talking about? How do they switch into the body, and how do they do this and that? And then here's another video that goes over this. This is an unlisted video that actually I did not pull. It was pulled by AI. So this is a lead, or it's a guy that was pulled into my CRM, and I'm showing you. Here's a testimonial he's recorded. Obviously it's not the best, but it's whatever. I think a testimonial is a testimonial still, but he still took it off. But anyway, yeah, that's it. You take it and then you go ahead and you add everything into a folder. And if you need more information, obviously the mirror the better. The more information you have, the more information, not the mirror the better, but the more information that you have on your market, or the more information that you have around creating content, is the higher likability of you winning. And you need to spend some time into this. Please do not think that this is easy because you're using AI. AI can do a lot of heavy lifting, but at the same time you have to put in some manual effort to actually make sure that you're feeding AI the right information. At the end of the day, AI, Claude, whoever the fuck, Fable 5, Fable 1 million is only as good as you are, and as good as the information that you give it. So the reason why I keep circling back on these videos talking about content is that it's the only reason you hold leverage as a creator. And mainly the best shit you can do is starting on YouTube and start creating a personal brand for yourself through YouTube, and then on Instagram as the background. And when it gets to a point where you get a lot of people liking your videos on YouTube, that's when you can start going all in on Instagram. And that's when I'll be making a video about Instagram and how you can use Instagram to actually grow even more and fill in your bucket so that you never run out of people to keep selling to. There is that, and then there is obviously how to create better emails, right? So if you have a newsletter, you can benefit a lot from your newsletter by just also going on YouTube, looking for maybe Jeremy Haynes' newsletter, doing this, doing that. It's pretty good, it works. And then after you do this, you're gonna compile a shit ton of information. Every single time you want to fire off a video, you tell Claude I want to fire off a video, and then that's it. After you fire off these videos, all you're gonna do is that you're gonna follow exactly everything that I told you in this video. And yeah, obviously you can use this video's transcript as well, which I advise if you really are not following, because the words that I'm saying is exactly the sauce that I'm giving you. And I don't need to show you everything, but I hope that what I'm telling you right now is compelling enough for you to go ahead and start doing shit yourself. If any of this was hard, then make sure to click the first link down below. DM me on Instagram, ask me any questions. If you want to work with me, also DM me down there. But yeah, there's no need for any heavy pitching or anything, or any hard CTAs. At the end of the day, this is just a channel I'm sharing my learning experience when it comes to AI and what you can actually do in the info space. And yeah, we've generated like about a lot of fucking money without AI, but at the time with bare like very minimum usage, and it was all manual hand-on work. Now we have AI, and I've been working for the past 5 months on it, just like making everything hands off on my side. So yeah, this was the video. Hope you liked it. If you have any questions, again, feel free to DM me on Instagram. Stay tuned for the next video. I don't know what it's going to be about, but most likely it will be just something spontaneous, probably talking about Instagram, because I haven't really spoken about Instagram that much. But yeah, thank you very much again, and have a very great night. It's 2:21 in the morning, and yeah, peace the fuck out.